fire, 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 fire.
Health matters. Men's mental health matters. This bitch says, if men's mental health mattered to men, they'd be creating safe spaces for themselves and each other, pursuing therapy and creating community. Instead, they perpetuate the very behaviors and systems that have handicapped them in the first place, refuse to support and create community amongst each other, severely damage the women in their lives who try to take care of them, and to tag women online for not doing the work for them in replies to tweets like the one below. Okay, let me unpack this. First of all, there used to be men's only clubs, and they abolished them. Like, they made it law to not be able to do that. Like, that's an actual thing. There used to be, like, country clubs, golf clubs, and all sorts of stuff like that. Like, bars for only men. Yeah, that used to be a thing, and they abolished it because it's discriminatory. And now we're, like, going backwards because they're so fucking stupid, and we don't understand how history works. History is not taught in fucking schools anymore. Gaming used to be a safe space for us. Men shit on each other in the army and in video games and in every aspect because that's how men banter. I learned this because I was immersed, mostly because I had an older brother and he would shit on me all the time. I realized that men shit on each other to like weed themselves out. I had to stop taking it so seriously because I realized that they're not actually trying to be mean. Like, you'll know if a man actually is trying to be really mean. They kind of like suss you out, but because you're a woman and you take things a little bit more personally, it's a bit different. You kind of have to get used to it. You don't belong here. Men create a space for themselves. They invade the space. You don't belong here. That's right. Yeah, men used to fucking call each other slurs in COD lobbies and get drunk and call each other names, and now we can't do that. Now you get banned for even saying the slightest thing on Xbox Live. Observe for see a checkmark user in their natural habitat with the IQ of a moist towelette. They're often known for stirring up drama on a subject they know nothing about. Let's watch. Simply fascinating, isn't it? Oh yeah, for sure. Look at how much money she's probably gonna get paid from having a blue check mark. It's obviously like I don't know. It could be engagement bait, but at the same time, I genuinely do believe that women think like this, and because they're so ignorant and low IQ and don't know how history works. Looks like I bought a tweet? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's botted. Look at some answer. Okay. I wonder what your life would be like if you stopped blaming men for everything. Please let go of your victim mentality and irrational hysterics. Maybe it's a man running the account and trolling people. This sounds very... This sounds pretty good. Asking men to be accountable for themselves is not blaming them for anything. What about men shitting on... I mean, what about women shitting on men? Can we count them for that? Or even take out the whole men versus women, us versus them chat. How about we stop shitting on each other constantly? Yeah. They're the first people to not care about their own mental health, even if it's putting their loved ones at risk. They're the first to not care at all. Send them to therapy and they'll tell you that weed or the gym is their therapy. You've got to be trolling. What? You have got to be fucking trolling. Like, what are we smoking? Weed has been proven in moderation and to be used appropriately that weed can help with certain what is it called? Like bodily functions and like anxiety and like whatever. Yeah, just don't overdo it and don't make it an addiction. Well, not addiction, a habit, I should say, because you can't really get addicted to weed. Okay, try to edit. Shut up, man. There's plenty of people who do it for cancer as well. Because of the nausea. But I will say, going to the gym and going to therapy, I think they're on the same level. It just depends on what kind of person you are. Some people don't want to talk. Some people just don't want to. Gym helps a lot. Some people, they just don't want to talk to like a therapist. People like you made it literally impossible for men to have any spaces, hobbies, clubs, interest groups, or social spaces of their own. This is what I was talking about. People like you mandated them women must be included in everything and they think and do, and now people like you berate them for not having the very things you're pretending that things they're pretending from having. People like you are the problem. Yeah, I agree. It used to be different. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Critical Drinker responded to this, and then Destiny responded to it? Uh-oh. Yikes. More than that, they insisted that those space changes to operate by social conventions that maybe women feel comfortable and pathologized men who did not like feminization of their spaces. She's violent. She certainly isn't saying this from a compassionate perspective. She's gloating, mocking, and laughing at any man providing their views in the comments. Oh, absolutely. It's just engagement farming, to be honest. Alright, what did Destiny say? Isn't the problem right now that we're too segregated into our own spaces? Shouldn't we want more environments where men and women are interacting with each other? Maybe you're speaking for yourself when you say you don't want women included in any of the spaces. Okay, hold on. Before we say, oh my god, Destiny, shut the fuck up, you're a cuck. Hold on. I think there's a merit to this to an extent, but you have to listen to what I'm gonna say next. Hold on. Chill. Question. Chill. I think that women and men should have separate spaces because it gives them time apart from each other. Because it makes them appreciate each other more. If you have both, you have men and women's spaces. You have man spaces. You have women's spaces. I think that as long as it's not a disgusting, nasty, like, perpetuating, like, a bubble. How do I say it? Like a private bubble of shitting on each other. And it's not, like, I don't know, like, you know, like a fucking space where you... Oh, an echo chamber. That was a good one. Yeah, an echo chamber. There's a middle ground where you need both available to people. Yeah, I mean, like, men and women sometimes just can't fucking understand each other. That's okay. I'm coming to the conclusion on that people on Twitter X are not human. I don't think no normal human being would go out and some horrible nonsense. You mean yap about horrible nonsense? Yeah. It's engagement bait farming for sure. I had a bit of a stroke reading that, but I tried. People have the right to chill out in their own comfort zone, for fuck's sake. I think that it's important for women and men to be able to say, hey, I want my own space. This is my space. It's like having a different room. Like, you have a house, right? The house is the world, right? The house is the earth. And there's one room where a woman is. You're both together. You're living in this space. And then there's another room where there's a man. And they have their man cave. They've got their man things. They talk to other men in there. Maybe a woman wants to come say hi. And they're like, hi. The woman says, hello, how's it going? And they're like, this is my space. Maybe they suss them out. Maybe they suss them out. Maybe they kick her out. Men are cringe. Yeah, and women are just as cringe. A barber? Oh, a barber. Wait. A barber. I think barbers and hairdressers are kind of like a soft, what is it called? A soft example. She lives in the basement. No! What are you, Patrick Bateman? spending time on Disney's low IQ opinions. Guys, we're perpetuating the same thing that we say we hate. We're allowed to talk about people's fucking stupid ass opinions because they become talking points. We're allowed to talk about stupid people. We shouldn't ban them. Or, like, not talk about them. Oh, and then I think Critical Drinker responded to this, so let's see that. Speaking of spaces where men and women interact with each other. Wait a minute. On stream too, man. That is... Can't have dialogue if you don't entertain opposing viewpoints, even if they're often unhinged. No, I understand. Absolutely, I agree. Destiny is a girl's name, by the way. What if Destiny identifies as a girl? Have you ever thought about that? I like Critical Drinker. He's super fucking based. Men are cringe. Women are cringe too. Don't worry about it. Ask me how I know.
Fire, 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 fire. Ah, fire.